This is Mark Bell from Super Training Gym in Sacramento, the strongest gym in the West. As you can tell, I'm a little bit under the weather here. We got some footage of some dynamic effort squats. You see these guys here using the safety bar, and they got a blue band on there, I believe. Blue band is going to add about 150 pounds to the top of the lift. And you got myself here doing some max effort work against bands with a slight deficit there, just one mat. I like doing a deficit. I also like not using the deadlift bar that often, but in this case here I am using a deadlift bar. The reason why I like using the regular bars is the circumference is just a little bit bigger, so it makes it that much harder to hold on to those weights. This is Ryan Spencer. I'm going with the safety squat bar. The safety squat bar is going to kind of help build up the upper back, the mid back. You can buy a safety squat bar from westsidebarbell.com. The safety squat bar also is a great tool to have in your gym if you have people with shoulder injuries, if you have people who have mobility problems to the upper body. The safety squat bar is great for that. It's a great tool to allow people to train through injuries. And at Super Training, we spare no expense. We have every barbell, every monolift, every piece of equipment that you can possibly imagine, from bands to chains to specialty bars to specialty pieces of equipment that you'd only find at Super Training Gym. There's Ryan Spencer going with some rep work here. This is something that we do quite a bit. It's normally done after max effort work. Ryan's training is a little bit different than everybody else's in the fact that he pushes his squats a little bit heavier on the dynamic day, just because he mainly only gets to be with the main group about once a week for lower body workouts. And so his other workouts, other lower body workouts, he'll hit up some deadlifts. So he does a little bit of a mixture of speed and heavy training. And here, after he went heavy a little bit for the day, he went back down in weight and banged out some reps. The repetitions are going to help build muscle. A bigger muscle will be a stronger muscle. So there's no law that says that just because you power lift doesn't mean you have to look like you don't work out. You don't have to look like a fat sack of crap. You can actually look like you lift weights. It's okay to have some muscle on your body. It's okay to look a little bodybuilder-ish. As long as you can back it up on the platform and hit some big weights, and everything's okay. Here's Nick Matterson doing some squats at the safety bar. You see Nick there, he was kind of manipulating the barbell as he was squatting. And in some cases, when you have people doing that kind of stuff, you might want to have them actually take their hands off the bar completely. Taking the hands off the bar completely would just throw another wrinkle into the lift too, where it would make them really force themselves to stay tight and stay in good position without pushing the barbell around, because you can push that safety squat bar kind of straight up. There's a 605 pull, I believe, with about 220 pounds of band tension on there. So again, with the safety squat bar, you may want to try to do it with no hands. Against bands would actually be preferred. That way the weight will stay on your back a little bit better than if you didn't have any bands on there. Here's a 635 pull. A good strong pull by me. My grip's getting better. Strength in the deadlift seems to be coming around. So hopefully I see a big improvement on game day, which is December 11th here at Super Training Gym. Hopefully I hit around an 800-pound deadlift. There's Tara Getty doing some pulls against some bands. That's just a different way to set up the bands to do sumo pulls. So you don't need to have a special rack for it or anything. You just stand right on top of the bands. Big Bird doing some raw squats, trying to work on the form, trying to work on a little bit of mobility. You got some guys, sometimes after their main lifts, they'll do a little bit of practice stuff. Kind of work on different positions, work on different stances, work on seeing what feels best for them. And here Bird's kind of doing a mixture of things. He's trying to do some sets where he's going a little faster, do some sets where he's going a little slower, Trying to do some sets where he does a dip, things like that. This is Chris doing some straight bar squats with some chains on there, some box squats. There's Jessica Brown. Looks like she's hitting up some reps. Here's Bird going again. Looks like he might have switched into some briefs now. You can see the form improved a little bit with the briefs on. Having that extra compression can actually help your form a little bit. That's it from supertraining.tv.